Hello everyone. A quick update one that I was working on recently. So I decided to split databases, not to keep everything in one database. I want to design it ahead and not to have to deal with this in the future. So basically what I did, I created a persistent database. As you can see, this is called persistent data. This is a permanent database where all the state of player items, his inventory, his skills and statistics and quest states will be kept, and essentially some of these things will be loaded on request to the game world where all the game will be played in. You can have multiple world databases, so essentially let's say we got middle lands and then that's one database where the gameplay is playing. The world has its own spawns and all of these quests and stuff. Um, and then you have, like, let's say mountain region, and that's another database. And at the minute everything is being coordinated with a coordinator I've built here, so it's working on HTTPS basis. I'm just hoping in the future Clockwork Labs will allow these databases to communicate in, I don't know, virtual memory. Probably that will be the fastest thing. So we will see how that's gonna. Apparently something is in the works, but they don't want to talk about it. I asked on their Discord, but they pretty secretive about it at the minute. But we'll see. Okay, so let's log into the world. So we can just press connect, and at the minute we are logged into the world. It's raining at the minute, so we got this inventory. So it's your warband chest, and you get your bag here. You can move items around. Oh, and then we have a stack not fit. Okay, there was some problem here, but I have to have a look into that. But anyway, so you got two things here. They all living in persistent database, and we can log into the world now. So you can see we got some monsters already trying to chase us. Basic AI is working. So now we're gonna try. I'm gonna explain to you first how it's working. So essentially, the persistent database is actually loading your character inventory into the server, into the GameWorld database. So if you loot something and it's actually, when you take the item from the loot, it goes here into this inventory, but this is in persistent inventory. So it's not living in the world. So you take it essentially from the world into another database. Looting doesn't happen very often. I'm probably not gonna make, like, loot is gonna be pretty rare in this game. And when it's gonna be transferred in memory rather over HTTPS, then it will be working just great. So now if I would loot a sword here, let's say I got a sword here and it's in my persistent database, and I'm loading this here, a copy is being sent to the GameWorld database that we are wearing this item. So basically it will be easier to calculate damage, defense and everything if this is living inside the game world. So this is how it's working right now. So we can try and kill that monster. Yes. We got a look back, it's hanging in the air. For some reason it doesn't have a texture. Yeah, it doesn't have a texture. I have to probably move the model a little bit down. And now we can loot it. You can see how it's... I still haven't made these windows movable. So we got 4 here. Take. And now it's disappeared because there is a bug, but we can press organize and it's 5. Eventually I'll have to have a look into that. So yeah, so loot is working, the bag stay there for us. It should be cleaned in 3 minutes. I also have made a day and night system. This is actually living on the server, so if we're gonna, this is admin tool, so we're gonna move it, it's gonna updated on the server. It's showing here no handler, but it's working. I need to have a look into that as well. So basically we'll have a day and night cycle, and also managed to implement the rain into the game. So as you can see, we got little drops everywhere. We can manipulate the rain configuration here live, so I'll be able to prepare different types of rain, light rain, heavy rain, thunderstorm, maybe snow in the future. So you can see that there are many options that we could use, more splashes and these sorts of things. You can make rings bigger, rings smaller, thinner. Maybe we can make a very thin rain. Yeah, so this is the current state of the game. We'll see how it's gonna go. There are a couple of things I want to do, especially to reinforce these systems operating together. At the minute it's working well, but obviously that's creating a lot of overhead, so I'm hoping SpacetimeDB creators will look into these issues in the coming future. Thank you very much for watching.